Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is OG.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Bobby here, and today we have a really cool video for you guys. So yesterday we had our PBL Season 4 opener, and we had a great match versus IX Gaming. Now, you guys know through my videos and OG's videos that this is basically the main competition in NA, SpaceStation versus IX. So this was a huge match to be our season opener. So basically what we're going to be showing you guys today is a best of 9. For the PBL, we're going to go over all 9 games together. So with that being said, let's hop into the first game.
Alright guys, game number 1, starting it off on Sunny Soccer with some Brawl Ball. So you can see me rocking the Spike pick. Obviously, there was just that huge curveball nerf, so I've been really enjoying Spike, and I think he's definitely viable competitively, again, without curveball, which is so refreshing. And you can see Bobby's over there rocking the M's.
Right, so we've been testing out Ems a little bit, and we think she's a little bit stronger than everyone believes she is. So we've definitely been testing her in scrimmages. This is our first time we're using her competitively, so it's very interesting. And then we have second best on Carl, which is one of, if not the best brawlers in the game right now.
Yeah, so you can see that both teams really have solid comps. Obviously, they have Tara, which isn't going to be very useful until she does get her pull, but then she's just going to be a monster. And fortunately, me and second don't really pick up on Alec fast enough, and he just kind of walks in the middle and gets a goal.
All right, so that's a little bit of an unfortunate start, but the advantage we have over their comp, even though it's not showing necessarily right now, is the fact that we have a lot more sustained pressure. So you guys can see OG just being typical OG on the Spike, being able to take everyone out. Crying almost gets a goal, but I spawned just in time to make the save. And at this point, we're going to start pushing up the map.
Yeah, so we're in a really good position right now just because Crying did use his super that he's been trying to get all game on a super shot that did fall short. So we have a lot of time to kind of pressure them, and we just got to watch out for Jack's pull because that can charge Crying super really fast. But second does a good job recovering, and then we just kind of collapse on them from this point.
Right, so OG's able to finish off Alec over there. I get the last touch, but OG's just easily going to put that in the net. Really good job from second best, and this is going to tie the game up at 1-1 with basically just under a minute left.
Yeah, so 50 seconds in, an open map kind of favors my lane, but on the other end of things, they do have a Gene. So second, you can see he was going for the cheeky shot. Now we got to play defense because they did catch him out, so really heads up defense from them. And we just got to watch out for Jack pushing up on the left lane.
Right, so myself and OG were able to take out Alec really easily. We do a lot of damage as an Ems and Spike, so we were able to take that out, and they turned it into a 2-on-2. Over here, Jack has super, but he doesn't really want to pull second best, and he is going to pull me. It's not going to work out too well for him.
Yeah, so it's getting towards the end of the game. I'm going to drop some fertilizers, and Crying waits too long to super me. The healing on fertilizer is absolutely insane, so I kind of just take over the middle there, and we're in a really good position now for overtime when those walls do come down.
Right, so Alec wastes his little spin over there. Unfortunately, second does give them the ball. It would have been a 3-on-2, and two of us had super, so we probably could have made something happen, but unfortunately we weren't able to. And here it's just kind of a stalemate for the most part. OG definitely has probably the biggest advantage with the open map, but Jack also has a huge advantage over our team as he can just chip away with the Gene.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make Alec extend a little bit so I can catch him on when he's backing up with the full shot. And on the other end of things, Bobby does get pulled, but he does a good job surviving. And at this point, as long as we can get the ball, it's looking pretty good for us.
Right, so OG's doing a really good job. He's able to take out Alec, and Crying Man thinks that the ball is going to be passed to me, so he gets in the way. But OG makes a really smart decision and just shoots it on that short end. He's able to score the goal, and that's going to give us the first Brawl Ball game.
Alright guys, game number 2 is on Safe Zone with Heist. Now the bans for this map are Daryl, who is actually very strong after his recent buff, and then the other team banned 8-Bit. So Tick is in play, and you will see so much Tick spam in this game.
Right, so you have the tick on tick action, which is basically going to be a stalemate throughout this entire time because, no tick is just going to overextend and cost his lane. And then you're going to have us with the Piper mid, who did recently get a nerf, but I do believe that it's still the strongest brawler on the map right now, and second should be dominating his lane. On my side, it's just Penny versus Penny or Penny versus Brock, which I'm just not trying to feed supers and chip away until I get my Penny turret.
Yeah, so the game's gonna be a really big stalemate until someone overextends or Bobby gets his turret and that starts putting pressure on them, or vice versa with Alec. So everyone's just kind of playing the waiting game for now, and we're trying not to feed each other supers.
Right, so Chepo and Alec are definitely really focused on me. I'm able to hit a couple of shots and I'm going to get my first turret. But unfortunately, Jack is going to be able just to walk to the side and take it out since we didn't have too much pressure on the mid. So that's basically just a waste of a turret, and I have to work my way up to get another one.
Yeah, so second did get taken pretty low there, and I tried to pinch up to cover for him, but unfortunately there just wasn't enough time to keep our penny turret alive. So you can see Crying and me getting a little more aggressive with one another, and it's pretty even. I mean, it's tick versus tick, so you might just want to watch the other side of the map. It's probably more entertaining. But it's starting to get to the point in the game where everyone's getting their supers, and Bobby loses his very nice walls.
Right, so those walls are obviously very important to a penny, and as soon as those walls were taken out, they switch lanes. Now, you guys can see we're a minute and 40 seconds into the game, and still it's 100% to 100%. So that's how much of a stalemate it is. Alex is going to walk up, do a little bit of damage, but we're really slacking in the mid right now, which is what is supposed to be our strong suit. So that's a little bit unfortunate. OG can't really do anything as it's tick versus tick, and I just have a bad matchup here, Brock versus Penny. So we're really counting on second best right now.
Yeah, so it's kind of, we're getting pressed back really hard. I do have my tick head, and they're starting to get within range of the safe, so, I have to take a few shots just to get out of there, but that does give Crying his super, and, Jack's gonna break his way through on the other end, and it's just not looking too good for us right now.
Right, so Jack's going to do some damage, second's going to go down, I'm going to be able to get a kill, myself and OG are going to try and do as much damage as possible to the safe. Maybe with a little bit of more time, we actually would have been able to take the lead, but unfortunately, time does run out, and they're going to win the first heist game.
Alright guys, game number 3, it is Gem Grab on Chill Cabe. Now the bans are Sandy and Tick, pretty standard bans, obviously both super strong brawlers. You saw the Tick last game, nobody wants to see that. So you can see I'm rocking my Spike pick, and we got Bobby on the Jean and second on the Barley.
Right, so any map where we can have OG on Spike and myself on a Jean, we're definitely feeling very, very confident about. They're going to be going with a penny, which is actually a little bit surprising since this is one of, if not Jean's best mid-map. And Alec does regard himself as a good Jean, so it was very shocking, at least to myself, that he's running the penny.
Yeah, so they are also on the Shield BB, which isn't going to be too useful until she can really get her bubble. And I think she should be on the Barley and Jack should be on my side, but you can see Crying trying to make something happen, and it just doesn't work out. He gets taken out pretty fast.
Right, so the Rico is also a little bit of an unusual pick. They definitely went a little bit out of meta for this comp, but at the moment it is kind of working out for them. You guys can see we're able to take out their turret since we have a lobber, and from that point on we're kind of just have really, really good domination, have really good mid control.
Yeah, so I just got to be careful that I don't overextend because obviously one Rico super I could get taken out so easily. Spike's very delicate. So we're just kind of like poking them, and we don't really have to do anything because we have all the pressure right now. We have second on his lane. Bobby has more range than their penny, and I can just RNG them, or like try to at least, and just like keep them like forced back a little bit.
Right, so there's been now 14 or 13 gem spawns, and Crying still hasn't gotten a super yet, so we've been doing a really good job on that. I was able to pull Chepo, and while pulling him, he picked up 2 gems, so we're able to take the or get countdown, sorry. And OG's doing a fantastic job holding his lane, so is second, and we're just basically trying to run down the clock right now.
Yeah, so you can see Bobby definitely got like a pretty thick kill steal from me. Just because I think he's a little scared of my KD this season with Spike getting back in the meta. And then at the end, we just managed to hang on.
That's gotta go.
That was such a kill steal. Like, I super him, and like he's like one shot, and you just like yoink him.
Yo, he was there for the taking. I don't know what you want me to say.
All right, guys, game number 4. It is Bounty. Now the bans are Tick and I want to say Jean. Yeah, Jean. And you can see second best is on Mortis. He was like kind of like he was just saying like he's gonna play Mortis on every map. Like, so we just decided to let him have it on Bounty. That way he could focus more on the game. And you can see they have a Brock, we have a Brock, Alex on Penny, and I get a good shot on Jack, just catching him out a little bit, and we get the early lead.
Right, so that was a really good play by OG. Additionally, with second getting that first star since he's Mortis, we have a 3-0 lead, so we're looking pretty good at this point. Second can't really do much. His goal basically is just to not feed Alex turret, and it's basically a 2v2, myself and OG versus Jack and Crying.
Yeah, so with Piper, it's all about patience here, and I do see Jack overextending, and I do miss my shots, unfortunately. That should have been a kill. Crying tries to catch me out. I do hit him once, and Alec is pushing up on that right side a little bit.
Right, so something that I know at least is that Jack is a really, really aggressive Brock. and that might go back to hurt him. He doesn't see that I get super there. He walks very far forward, and we're able to take him out pretty quickly. Second does go down, but we do have a little bit more of an open range. OG's hitting some Piper shots right now, and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, so me and Bobby definitely doing really well. You see that chemistry. Second's just kind of hanging out, and we do catch Jack out a little bit. Like Bobby said, he's playing way too aggro, and we're up to a pretty commanding lead at this point.
Right, so it's 10-2. Jack's kind of getting a little bit afraid of going to my lane, so he's going towards the mid. OG's doing amazing. He's got 5 stars right there. I kind of got caught out of place over there. And with with Crying's first star power, he's able to do a ton of damage and take me out. But we're still looking pretty good at this point.
Yeah, so Ambush is just very strong right now, especially with the Piper damage nerf. You can still 2-shot like pretty much everyone with Ambush. So at this point, as long as I don't die and second don't die, we'll be M a little bit. It's like NA vibes pretty much, you know how it goes. But we're gonna be up 3-1 at this point. All right, guys, game number 5 or 4? 5. Okay, it's game number 5, Factory Rush Siege. You can see we have very different comps. The only similarity would be Piper, which second best is on this game. Bobby's rocking that M's. Like you said earlier, we're still like figuring out how M's like really fits in the meta, and I'm on Spike, just RNGing. But how's your matchup going, Bobby?
Yeah, so I'm currently on the right side with Crying Man over there. He does have a little bit of a range advantage over me. It was going pretty even until he got that turret, and then I got really, really backed up. OG's doing fairly well on his side, just hitting those RNGs, and second's kind of going even with Alec at the moment.
Yeah, so that turret is just going to do so much work against us. It was actually a really smart pick from their end, just because we're all so squishy and we do have to use our range. So you can see how good Spike is on defense. Like when you get right in there, you can hit like his hitbox or the robot's hitbox, and you can do 4,600 damage to the robot, which just annihilates it. Now we're trying to like work our way back into the middle, but it's really tough when I'm up against a Piper, and we just have very limited like places to go because of the penny turret.
Right, so I'm able to secure a bolt, and I almost got a kill versus Jack, but he survives with 420 HP since Alex sniped me from the side. He tried to break some walls. I don't know how he missed it, but somehow the walls didn't break. But they do have a level 6 siege bot coming at us, and they currently have 1 bolt with 2 of them in the mid, so they're in a really good position right now.
Yeah, so we definitely got to play some good defense, but you can see me like with the fertilizer just going right in the middle of that bot, and we're like pretty much going to stop it in its tracks. They get a few shots off, and they do have bone mines there. But we like do really great defense there.
Right, so it's a 2v3 at this point. This was our only chance to kind of turn it around. But unfortunately, second is getting tapped a little bit over there by Alec. He's not really having his best showcase on Piper right now, and that death kind of is going to cost us the game.
Yeah, so I think after this one, the team Piper has been decided. Don't tell second yet. We got to break it to him easier. But this was definitely a tough game. For him, and then when the penny turret got out, it was just like really tough for the rest of us as well.
Right, and I mean there's nothing really more to it. They're just going to go down and try and get some kills and end the safe, and that's basically going to end this game, and it's going to change it from it's going to make the game in the series 3-2 in our favor.
Alright guys, we are now on triple dribble. I think we still are up by 1 game right now, so we do want to like get this game back just so we can start getting some momentum. And you can see our comps, they're pretty different again. They've been going with a lot of Gene in Brawl Ball, and Ara, they do synergize really well, and then Jack is on the Barley.
Right, so you guys know Jack's a really good Barley, Alec on the Gene, and Cry is going to try out his Tara again. So originally we're doing really, really good. He's going to be able to pick up a kill. I almost go down, but I'm able to survive. I get Alec to 1 shot, and we're going to try to push up and score a goal here.
Yeah, so I definitely shouldn't have gotten hit that much right there. Just charging Tara's super is something you always want to avoid. And we're all going to like collapse on Alec a little bit. And the only issue with our comp is there's no like wall breaker really. So we're going to have a tough time scoring. And because we're all like kind of squishy too, excluding second. But we're going to have a tough time scoring without, someone to open up that middle for us.
Right, so myself right now, I just have a Barley versus Barley with Chepo, and it's kind of a stalemate. We just hit each other and then walk back and do the same thing over again. So it's basically OG in second versus Alec and Crying here, which is a little bit of a tough matchup since they're Gene and Tara. They're both really big game changers, and the only way we can really make a big move here is if second gets a really, really good super.
Yeah, so you can see Crying kind of like fishing for that super a little bit, but he decided not to use it. I think he whiffed like a few supers or wasted them in the first game, so, and he does it again there, so I think he does get a little more cautious after this one, and unfortunately Alec does pull me, and I try to regen, but I don't get it out in time, and he does take me out.
Right, so for the past minute, myself and Chepo have just been tying on a barley lane. Really nothing that could happen. It's just, unless you make a really big mistake, you're not going to lose the lane. Second goes down again, so myself and OG are trying to defend while Second comes out. He has been holding his super for like a minute and a half now, so it's kind of interesting he hasn't used it. OG's doing a really good job with area denial, but that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, so Second decides to use a super and gets a good kill, and that kind of gives us like some breathing room. So you can see I'm trying to like poke Alec back a little bit, and I just overextend too much, and he's been playing really well on Gene. He's hit a bunch of pulls this game, so he's definitely carrying their team right now.
Right, and against our comp, Gene is definitely really good. Outside of the Carl, Gene just does an amazing job. And we get Chepo and Alec to both one shot. Unfortunately, we're not able to take them out. Second went down. And Alec's gonna try and get the goal. Second's gonna save it just in time, and all three of us have super here.
Yeah, so it's definitely in our favor right now, I'd say, just because we have super. So we need to like win one lane and just kind of like work it up through there. So I'm trying to poke back Jack. It is kind of tough, but he's gonna like pinch over a little bit, and Bobby's doing a good job just kind of like forcing them back with his super. And you know, me and Second both have super shots, so it doesn't really matter as long as we move up as a team.
Right, so unfortunately Second goes down. OG's going to finish off the Crying Man, but Chepo is going to put the ball in the net, and that does tie the game up, or the series up at 3-3 with only 3 games left to go.
Alright guys, so the series is tied 3-3. It is best of 9, so first to 5 wins, and I think we've lost like 3 in a row right now, so we're not doing too good. And you can see I went with Nita, Alec went with Carl. Obviously Carl kind of counters Nita, but if I get that like hyper bear off on the safe, it's going to do a ton of work. So that's kind of what we were going for. We weren't sure what like everyone was going to use just because of the meta change, and they banned Spike and Pick was banned as well. So we were just like kind of like speculating on what to use before the game.
Right, so this was really interesting. This one took us a while to ready up since we had no clue what to run. I think they were in the same boat as well. We were considering going Carl, but at the end we decided to go with Nita due to the hyper bear damage if we can get on safe. So I'm winning my lane against Crying. OG's like tying against Alec, but it's really hard as a Nita against Carl. Alec's doing a great job of not dying right here. I don't know how he didn't die, and Chepo's just going to come in with super. Second best is losing his lane. He's using the wrong star power, which is really unfortunate because the only time Barley's first star power is better is when it's a Barley v Barley lane, and that's exactly what's happening here. So it's not looking very good for us right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did waste my super there as well. I didn't think Bobby was going to be able to take him out, but he had a really good super and did take him out. So I'm just kind of like running up to Alec, trying to charge my super back, and you know, he like spins in the middle of all of us and just kind of charges our super.
Right, so we're kind of just in a stalemate right now in the mid. Unfortunately, Crying is doing a really good job. Again, second best at holding him back. Alec's going to sneak up the middle over here, and that's really dangerous since he has his super and we're all very low HP.
Yeah, so we just gotta, it's kind of a mess right now. Crying is definitely the biggest threat to our safe, so I like try faking going for Jack and then coming back for Crying, but it doesn't work. He picks up on it, and you know, we're not having a very good time right now, if I can be completely honest. This comp definitely could have been better, and you know, the matchups aren't going the way that they could, and you know, it's just not looking very good for us.
Right, so I'm able to get a super off on Jack. It's not going to do anything. They're left up on shot. And although we didn't have the greatest matchup, I think the reason that they won is just because Crying did so amazing on the Barley. They almost finish off the safe over here, but luckily we get some kills, and that is going to end the game. That's going to put them in a position where they have to only win one more game in order to win the series.
Alright guys, so game number 8 is Gem Grab. Now the bans are Sandy, I believe, and I want to say Tick. So you can see I'm on Spike. Every time I've been playing Spike, they put a Barley on my lane, kind of sucks. And Bobby is on Daryl. So what do you think of Daryl right now, Bobby?
So yeah, Daryl's definitely a pretty interesting brawler right now. We knew we were gonna go with the Spike and the Piper, but we were a little bit unsure of what the other lane should be. I'm not the greatest Carl, so we weren't gonna do that. So we just decided to just go with Daryl since we think he might be one of the stronger, if not, maybe even the strongest brawler in the meta right now.
Yeah, so Carl and Barley are definitely both really good matchups against the Spike, but I like my chances a lot better against the Carl. So you can see Bobby kind of rolling over, and then we get a good pinch on Jack here, and I'll just like take him out. I hit a 2k luckily, and from here on out we can start like moving on a little like more freely.
Right, so they're doing a really good job of holding the mid. It's actually 8-0 right now, so they're doing a really, really good job. I'm going to get my super and roll on Alec. Going to change up my focus to crying and try and take them out.
Yeah, so you can see Bobby just doing a really good job with all this pressure, and then Alec just kind of pulls him. I don't know why he pulled you there. Uh, but he pulls him into his own death, and Bobby had a really good roll there, and it just like allowed us to get position on this map. And when you have position, Spike versus Barley, it's not that bad because technically you do outrange them. So as long as I use that to my advantage and I don't get too greedy, it should be fine on my lane.
Right, so when he was speaking over there, I rolled in and did give them a gem, but it doesn't hurt us too much since I got my super back. Plus, I shouldn't have my super anyways since I am a Daryl, or a gem, sorry, since I am a Daryl, and I'm trying to do as much pressure as possible.
Yeah, so I do have to use my super defensively there, and Bobby is just doing a really good job on his lane. Daryl was a really good pick. That seems like it could have only been picked by the captain of the team, so whoever that is, like, kudos to you, like, 1,000 IQ plays. But Bobby almost gets away with their gems there. Unfortunately, he just gets taken out, but we're in a really good spot compared to how we were. We started down 8-0, so we're finding our way back in this.
Right, so it's 9-9 right now. Things are looking really close. I'm going to roll on Alec. I'm going to be able to take him out again, and this time I'm actually going to be able to stay alive. OG's just abusing that fertilizer star power, and he's going to be able to take out Jack, and I'm just going to go hide in a bush.
Yeah, so you guys can just see like how strong it is, and I do catch Jack in a corner. So me and Bobby, we both can't die because we have gems, but Bobby's going to take out Crying Man and just kind of be a distraction. He doesn't even have to make it out, but he'll do it anyway just because he can. So definitely really good Daryl plays from Bobby that game. Alright guys, series is tied 4-4, game number 9, and what better map would it be than the most dumb map in Brawl Stars history? We're on Snake Prairie, and this always seems to be the decider for like literally every competitive game. It's always here, I don't know why. But you can see me and Second getting a good pinch on Alec, and that allows me to just collect the middle star.
Right, so the comp was a little bit interesting. The bow pick, obviously you need to have it, but Second being on the Piper is really good, and then a Jean is also really good, and they have neither of those, so that kind of really lowers their ability to just walk out of a bush and get a kill. You guys can see I'm just gonna walk up to the Brock. I knew the Brock was there, and he takes 4 auto aims to kill me, as where I only take 3. So I just walked up to him, spammed auto aim, and I was able to get the kill there.
Yeah, so Bobby doing what he does best and just smashing that auto aim button. Now, we were planning on running up the right side just because Pick is spamming the left side, but Second, his head wasn't really in this game. Like, he told his mom to Kayate, and then me and Bobby heard like a bunch of loud like Spanish noises, and like, I don't know, I might have heard like a small slap or something, but
but yeah, we kind of just picked it up from there. Second kind of did nothing and was doing his own thing at this time. A Jean and a bow work really, really well together on this map, so working together was definitely really important here. We definitely got put into a really bad spot. I had 4 stars, sorry, and somehow they didn't kill me. I don't know how. OG's gonna go down, but I'm somehow gonna slither away and stay alive.
yeah, so I have no idea how we made it out of that one. Well, I died, but like I'm not very important in this game. So Bobby doing a really good job, and now you guys can kind of see what we were going for with the bow and the Jean just walking besides each other. He uses my vision and just pulls pretty much right away, and it's like almost a guaranteed kill every time. So we just gotta hang on a little bit. Now I'm tanking a bit, but Bobby did a really good job this game.
Right, so we're able to pull Alec, secure the win, and that's going to give us the win over IX Gaming. Now, this is a really good set, as this is definitely going to be the best matchup of the entire season, which is really crazy since we haven't played competitive in a little bit of time now, since there hasn't been much. But this is a really good win, and for our first game actually as a team with myself, OG, and Second, this is a really, really, really good victory.
Yeah, so definitely GG's all around. Everyone played really well, and we always have really good sets with them, so it's a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy these type of videos. I think we plan on releasing all of like the gameplay, like the pro gameplay that we do together on this channel, I think. So definitely make sure you drop a sub if you want to see us stream here and like more pro gameplay, and we'll mix in a few other videos as well. Just like everything that we kind of do together, and like we want to make a YouTube video on, it'll kind of come on like this channel from now on.
Whoa.
Would you like to say goodbye, Bobby?
No.
No, you don't want to say goodbye to your audience?
Okay, goodbye, my audience.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we will see you very soon. Peace.
Whoa, the piece is my thing.